Hey everybody, it's that time again. Jim Messina here with VintageDrumsTalk.com. It's showtime, as you can see behind me. This is the Chicago Vintage and Custom Drum Show. It's all happening. It's Saturday. Show's been open an hour maybe or so. It's looking really good. We walked around the floor. A lot of vintage stuff, which is what we're going to be bringing to you today. Okay? So come on with us. Let's go. Jim Messina here at the Vintage Custom Drum Show in Chicago. I'm here with somebody called Bill Ludwig. The name sounds familiar to me. Where have I heard your name before?
Well, it's been around for a while, and darndest thing happened 4 years ago. I decided to start a drum business. What a concept.
Oh, dude.
So when we talked 4 years ago,
yes,
I had one snare drum as a prototype. Now I've got drum kits, more snare drums.
That's right.
Aluminum, wood, and things are going great.
You didn't have these last year.
No, these are brand new. They're 3-ply, thin wall shells that sound fantastic. I've got my own factory now too, outside of Kansas.
You are moving like lightning, buddy.
I know, I can't believe it.
I love to see that. That is great, man. This looks terrific. Tell me about this set right here.
Well, this is a 3-ply maple, poplar maple. We're doing the traditional black oyster wrap. We also are experimenting with some new wraps. We have the ability to do natural woods, lacquered woods. We're going to do white, black, and red in lacquer.
Fantastic.
So we've come a long way.
All right, let's hear these things. Come on. How you doing, man? Good to see you from last year.
This is Bobby TORRELLO.
Man, how you doing?
I remember. Good to see you again. Would you do us a favor and run around these a little bit? Let's hear these drums.
Yeah, Bobby. Bobby T.
You're a hot man. Look, let's bring the whole family in here. How you doing, girls?
These girls, you remember 4 years ago, were
Hello.
very small. So this is Maggie and Olivia.
Hello, girls. Jim Messina. All right, it's all in the family, folks.
So Ludwig, WFLIII drums is the sound of generations. Here they are.
I hear a logo. That's a phrase. That's a catchphrase. The sound of generations. That's terrific.
I think I saw it before. Right there.
So, right there. Look, you know, guys, this has been a great demonstration. These are some fantastic drums. Bill Ludwig's moving like lightning. Keep looking for him, man. Bobby, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Vintage Drums Talk. We'll be right back. Vintage Drums Talk once again coming to you from the Vintage and Custom Drum Show in Chicago. We're here with Mike Corrado again. You know, Mike, good to see you, my friend. A great description of those drums, I'll tell you.
Thanks.
I always like to go to the authority.
My pleasure.
But, you know, this year, once again, I want to reiterate that, you know, the vintage drum community is small, but it's tight. You know, we've got a group of collectors here that have kind of stuck together, and we trade together and we help each other. Well, we lost a brother this year, Tony Lewis. Okay, the whole show is dedicated to Tony Lewis, and I'd like to get your take, because you knew Tony, didn't you?
For about 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, here's a Mike Corrado with, he knows a million collectors, but there was something special about Tony, wasn't there?
Yeah, he always gave me a call. You know, I've bought probably 7-8 drums from him over the years.
Is that right?
And really choice stuff I still own, so it's in the collection still. And he he would call up and we'd talk about it. He'd send me photos, and we do it every time it was a fair deal. You know.
He always seemed like a happy guy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Even when he was sick.
Yeah.
He didn't let anybody really know. I mean, a few people know when the story spread, but
Yeah.
I remember after I heard that, he still was the same. He put his
Yeah.
arm around me, give me a big bear hug. I'll put some of those up. You'll see.
Yeah.
But with Mike, he's known Tony.
About almost 20 years. Yeah,
Jeez,
almost 20 years.
The first time I met him was when I showed up at the club at the show with that Duncan sock pedal. Remember that year?
Yeah.
And Tony was the first one that said, "Hey, can I see that?" I go over to his booth, and he asked me who I am. I said, "Well, I represent the Southwest Florida Vintage Drum Museum." I felt I had to,
Yeah.
And he was the nicest guy. He said, "Is that for sale?" And I said, "Not really. My brother just dropped it off." He says, "Well, let me know." And gosh, you're leading me on here. But he just has such a nice demeanor.
Yeah.
And I just wish I knew him as long as you did.
Yeah, I know. I used to see him. His booth was right next to Mark Cooper's.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, he's just a good guy. Always, always honest. We always had fair deals. I always felt happy with the price I paid. Not worrying about if you got the drum for $5. Well, good for him. I feel happy with the deal we made.
Well, the whole show is dedicated to Tony, and so is our show. Vintage Drums Talk, and the whole vintage drum community wishes his family well. And
Actually, I could put one more thing in.
go right ahead.
Just for a plug to help his wife out.
Yeah.
Don Bennett's handling the estate as far as all the drums and the memorabilia.
Okay.
So people know Don Bennett. I think it's donbennettdrums.com in Seattle.
I'll get that
and
up,
they,
yeah.
there'll be maybe some choice stuff people can buy, and that'll help Lily out. To get rid of some stuff.
I'm glad you told me that. Okay, now you hear that, you guys? Tony's, got some good stuff. So now's your chance, and you'll be helping people out, okay? So on behalf of the whole vintage drum community and this show and Vintage Drums Talk, we love you, Tony. Rest in peace, my friend. Okay?